by split decision from Ukraine, Oleksandr Usyk.
He's done it! That right hand from Fury hasn't landed many of those. So 1-2.
He didn't commit to it though, he touched with that right hand there, Fury. He was on overcommit, you can see that, but he didn't turn from the hip.
Usyk off the back foot isn't going to work in this fight. And Usyk's defense has been excellent so far. He creates such a small target for Fury to hit. I think he's doing a pretty good job early in this.
The highly anticipated rematch between Tyson Fury and Oleksandr Usyk, originally scheduled for December 21st, 2024, was fast-tracked to December 14th, and it certainly lived up to the hype, unless you're a Fury fan. After all of Fury's intense preparations and promises of a more aggressive style, it was Usyk's mind games and tactical brilliance that ultimately prevailed. Despite the Gypsy King's determined effort to reclaim his title, Usyk, the true mastermind, once again proved that intelligence in the ring triumphs over raw power. Despite Fury's extensive planning, it was a masterclass performance by Usyk that left Fury looking completely outclassed. So here we go again. Tyson Fury is set to face Oleksandr Usyk in a highly anticipated rematch on December 21st, 2024 in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
Time in May, it was a fantastic fight. Oleksandr won the fight fair and square. Just looking to put on a great fight.
Apparently, the first fight, which Usyk won by split decision, wasn't enough to settle the score. Fury believes he can change the narrative and just maybe reclaim the WBC heavyweight title that Usyk is defending. But here's the thing. Usyk has already made history as the first undisputed heavyweight champion in 2 decades.
This is probably eating him up, probably drives him nuts, and I bet you'll see an entirely different Tyson Fury in this next fight. In this next fight, you will see a focused... dominant.
Sure, Fury is fired up, promising less clowning around this time, but he's still holding onto that one loss. It seems the fairy tale he envisioned didn't quite unfold the way he hoped. But hey, maybe with a few more punches and his physical advantages, he'll shake things up in the rematch. Originally scheduled for December 21st, 2024, the fight took place on December 14th, and the atmosphere was electric. Tyson Fury marched into the ring, looking like a human tank at 273 pounds, while across from him stood Oleksandr Usyk, calm and collected, like a chess master preparing for his next move. This wasn't just a fight, it was a battle for legacy. Fury was after redemption, while Usyk was chasing undisputed greatness. Both were ready to leave it all in the ring. Tyson Fury, the self-proclaimed Gypsy King, used his towering height and attempted to intimidate Usyk by flexing his muscles. But here's the thing. Fury may have had the size, but Usyk had the brains, and that's a weapon you can't simply flex. While Fury was busy throwing wild punches with all his might, Usyk was calmly analyzing every move, making Fury's ferocious swings look like they came from someone who forgot his glasses at home. It was almost painful to watch.
Kingdom Arena is absolutely bouncing.
Let's talk about mind games, shall we? Fury clearly thought his giant frame and flashy showmanship would intimidate Usyk, as if flexing his muscles was the ultimate power move. But Usyk wasn't impressed. He didn't need muscles to win this one. He had a mind sharp enough to outsmart Fury before Fury even realized what was happening. Usyk's strategy was simple: feint, counter, and outthink Fury. The desperation on Fury's face was evident. His punches grew wild, his frustration mounted, and all Usyk had to do was smile, outmaneuver him, and remind him that sometimes the brain is the ultimate weapon. Fury's flexing wasn't going to save him. Round 1 kicked off with all the intensity of a toddler's tantrum. Fury, in all his towering glory, couldn't even get close to landing a hit, while Usyk waltzed around him like he was in a dance class.
It was like fast and knockout power. He can excel without having the kind of technique that a guy like Lomachenko and Usyk were trained by the same guy. They were both trained by Lomachenko's father. So they both have extreme tech.
Fury was swinging wildly, like someone who missed the lesson on accuracy, but don't worry, the real magic happened in round 2. Usyk started playing his favorite game, make Fury look like a confused giraffe. Fury's massive right hand missed by a mile, while Usyk, probably yawning, casually countered with a hook that left Fury questioning his life choices. And the best part, Usyk switched stances just for fun, leaving Fury swinging at thin air, like he was trying to punch a ghost.
Ever division of boxing, and these guys are not letting us down. Fury's in trouble.
By round 3, Fury was charging like a bull that realized he wasn't facing a matador, but a mind reader. Usyk broke him down gradually, landing shots to his arms and ribs until Fury's body seemed to give up. Ever the strategist, Fury threw wild punches, hoping for a miracle knockout, but Usyk saw it coming. He landed a perfect counter that left Fury looking like he'd been hit by a freight train. Usyk didn't even break a sweat, while Fury's punches grew slower, sloppier, and the crowd was loving every second of it.
There's a left, and that got Usyk off balance. I don't know if he slipped or buckled it.
I was going to hit him on the temple. I just think he lost his foot in there. Oleksandr Usyk.
By round 4, Fury tried to repeat what worked against Wilder, corner Usyk and throw bombs. But Usyk used the ropes as a springboard, making Fury look like a punching bag with no idea what was going on. It was an absolute masterclass.
Fury had a chance maybe to step on the gas there, but again, he elects to fight going backwards.
Fury had to go all in, but then came the moment of truth. As Fury tried to bulldoze through, Usyk uncorked a brutal uppercut put combo that rocked Fury's head back like a bobblehead. The crowd gasped. Fury stumbled, blinking as if he just walked into a street lamp for the first time. The Gypsy King looked genuinely hurt. He backed off, shaking his head, realizing this wasn't going to be the beatdown he'd imagined.
Oh, right hand and then wobbled Usyk.
He's got to push on though, Fury. He's got to go at him.
By round 5, Usyk was in full mental assassin mode. He let Fury believe he was regaining control by absorbing a few harmless jabs, but it was all part of the plan. Fury threw wild haymakers, convinced he was breaking Usyk down, but no. Usyk slipped under them like water through fingers, popping back up with straight lefts that landed cleaner than a freshly washed car. Then Usyk did something diabolical. He doubled down on brutal body shots, hammering Fury's ribs like he was tenderizing a steak. Fury's hands started to drop ever so slightly, leaving his head dangerously exposed.
These eye-catching punches could be absolutely crucial.
By round 7, Fury was gasping like he'd just run a marathon uphill backward while carrying a piano. His punches lost their usual sting, and frustration oozed from every movement. A commentator couldn't help but remark, "Usyk is turning the Gypsy King into a frustrated contender." Fury swung wildly again, airball. Now fully in control, Usyk shifted into offensive artist mode. His punches flowed like poetry in motion. Jab, cross, body hook, pivot, repeat. Fury, the bigger man, suddenly seemed small. He was eating combinations faster than a kid at a candy store, unable to predict Usyk's next move. Then came the finish plan. Usyk faked another body shot, and Fury bit hard, only for Usyk to unleash a devastating left hook straight to Fury's jaw. Asterisk crack asterisk. Fury's knees buckled, and the crowd erupted. Was this really happening? Was the Gypsy King on the verge of collapse? By round 10, Usyk was playing 4D chess, while Fury was stuck in checkers. Every move Fury made was met with a counter so precise, it felt inevitable, like gravity pulling him down.
Look right! Will he be saved by the bell?
Sensing the end was near, Usyk began his final mind games, subtle feints, quick side steps, baiting Fury into one last desperate lunge. Fury took the bait, hook, line, and sinker. He overcommitted, reaching too far, and then it happened. A perfectly timed right hook left uppercut combo detonated on Fury's chin like a thunderclap. Asterisk boom asterisk. Fury crumpled against the ropes, stunned, dazed, done.
King is rattled. He's stumbling on the ring. Do you believe it? Do you believe it? He's going. The referee might stop it. No!
The fight may have ended in the ring, but the real fireworks began after the final bell. Tyson Fury, bruised but brutally honest, stepped up to the mic with surprising humility. "I wasn't stronger, but I was outboxed. He outsmarted me," he'd admitted. Coming from a man known for his larger-than-life bravado, this was a mic drop moment. No trash talk, no excuses, just raw truth from the Gypsy King. Then came the bombshell, retirement rumors. Fury hinted this might have been his last dance. "Sometimes you face someone who's just better that night," he confessed. Fans were left wondering, was this the last time we'd see Fury lace up the gloves?
From a gypsy background, and those boys are taught to fight at the age of 3-4 years old, and it's in their culture. They all fight, they all trained as boxers.
Meanwhile, Oleksandr Usyk was in full victory philosophy mode. He didn't gloat or taunt. Instead, he'd framed his win as a triumph of brain over brawn. This was a victory of mind over muscle. Calmly, he stated, sounding more like a chess grandmaster than a heavyweight champ, that his performance wasn't just about throwing punches. It was about playing mental chess at heavyweight speed.
Usyk gave us a show for the ages.
Boxing analysts couldn't stop buzzing, calling it one of the greatest tactical performances in heavyweight history. Usyk didn't just beat Fury, he deconstructed him, one calculated move at a time. In a division often defined by brute force, Usyk reminded the world that brains can beat brawn when applied with masterful precision.
Super Soviet style boxing, and you go, whoa, like this is technique, like really, really high level tech.
Experts were spot on when they called Usyk's technique rare. Who needs raw power or brute strength when you can think your way to victory? The heavyweight division has long been defined by sheer force, but Usyk showed that the ability to slip punches and land counters is a skill that's not common among guys who spend their time bench pressing refrigerators. Usyk essentially showed Fury, and anyone else watching, that the heavyweight division had been going about it all wrong for years. Who would have thought that actual boxing skills, footwork, timing, and intelligence would be the ticket to winning a world title? It was a real shocker.
It's rare that someone with that kind of technique gets into the heavyweight division.
And that's why Fury is just a magnificent fight.
Let's be honest, Usyk was making it look so easy it was almost insulting. The average heavyweight champion usually has the technique of someone swinging a sledgehammer, hoping it lands. They're not exactly known for their finesse, but Usyk had the audacity to come in and actually think while boxing, a wild concept. The commentators were practically in disbelief as they watched the man smaller than most of the heavyweights make them look like they were stuck in slow motion. It was like watching a chess grandmaster play against someone who had just learned how to play checkers. Then came the legacy debate. Fury's cloak of invincibility took a hit, but even in defeat, his heart and resilience shone through. No one questioned his warrior spirit, only his ability to outthink a genius in the ring.
And the kind of technique that it got, like Lomachenko and Usyk were trained by the same guy. They were both trained by Lomachenko's father. So they both have extreme.
Fans respected him more for admitting his limits than they ever did during his undefeated reign. As for Usyk, he didn't just win a fight, he etched his name into boxing history. This wasn't just about belts or titles, it was about redefining what it means to be a heavyweight champion. Power fades, but strategy endures. On December 14, 2024, Oleksandr Usyk became more than a champion, he became a legend.